doesn't look very level.
Do you want to go check it? Hi! Welcome back to another adventure with Brian.
I'm Heather.
Outdoors. I'm Heather.
I'm Brian.
And today's video is going to be about Brian's hometown.
Eagle River, Wisconsin. So we went and visited my parents and my brother and his wife and their young son came to visit as well. I feel very lucky to have been able to grow up there. It's a nice area. It's a great place to grow up.
It is nice.
So I grew up, spending a lot of time on the Eagle River chain of lakes. So there's, between Eagle River and the Three Lakes chain, there's 28 lakes. They're all connected by little channels. So you can spend the whole day on the water if you want. My parents didn't live right on the lake, but we had lake access via, some property rights down the street. And eventually, a piece of swampy land directly across the street from my parents came for sale, and they were able to purchase it. But it's swampy land, so you can't just walk straight to the lake. So in order to actually get to the water, we had to build a 700-foot boardwalk. Going to the boardwalk.
It's pretty impressive.
So it's pretty cool. There's a 700-foot boardwalk across a bog. My brother and I helped my dad as much as we could, but we were, in high school and also working too. But it took him an entire year, every waking hour outside of, his work. So there was a time when we were pounding in those poles in the middle of that bog, and some of those poles are 21 feet long. So I crawled up on my dad's back, then got up on the pole, standing on a little bracket on the pole and pounding it as I was up in the air, pounding it down.
How did you pound it?
Standing on it, and then there's a pounder thing, and you slam it down.
Okay.
It is a big deal.
It paid off. It's pretty cool, and it's nice to be able to access the chain too. So we always enjoy our time when we're there, walking down the boardwalk to the lake. So while we were there, of course, we took the time to practice up on our drone skills, which is still a little bit new, and get some footage of the boardwalk. So it was really cool seeing it from that aerial view. And Brian's manning the drone.
So it was pretty early in the summer, but it was warm enough where we were able to get in the water. We were just kind of hanging out at the end of the dock, swimming around, and I was holding the GoPro, and Porter thinks that I'm trying to throw a stick for him, and I'm trying to get away from him because he's giant and his claws and feet are just coming at you, and he's trying to get the GoPro.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
Okay, what a flopper dog. Oh, here.
Tired?
Yeah. Brian, just hold him. I'll help him. Come here, Porter. Joel. Brian, he needs help.
Oh.
Okay. Porter, over here. Come on.
Here, buddy.
Go over there by Joel. Porter, that's not a stick. It's not a stick. Porter, right here. It's not a stick, Porter.
Big boy swimming! Look at you go! Look at you go! Splash. quarter.
It's not a stick.
Not a stick.
It's Michael Phelps.
It looks like an exotic caterpillar. Who called for the Uber?
Me. Brian, you're driving me back.
I bet I could get in there.
Put Sadie in there. No, Sadie.
She doesn't like that.
I don't think she understood.
Yeah, that was really kind of like the first day that felt like summer last year. Short, come on, Sadie. Come on. Oh, Jesus.
My parents have a little 13-foot Boston Whaler. It's not good for a big group of people, but it's a really fun boat. It's a really neat boat, actually. And they let us take it out, so we went and cruised around in the chain. Got to take Liam for a boat ride.
Mm-hmm.
My dad took Porter for a boat ride.
Yeah, that
Not
was
sure
disastrous.
what he was thinking, but we just kind of cruised around in the chain and had some fun. And then we came back and we made pudgy pies. But before we could make the pudgy pies, we had to make a fire. And Laura got us
It was like a flint kit.
a flint kit, so like a steel and a flint, you know, to like
Caveman
yeah.
style. We got a couple sparks. We gotta find that edge again.
Let me try. Ow!
I know you're gonna end up hurting yourself. You'll be sorry.
This flint like isn't good enough, I guess.
He's getting more spark than most. You're just too far away from the...
Well, you gotta be able to. I just hit the piece of wood.
Joel at least got sparks.
We got some sparks.
So, but ultimately, it was your dad that ended up.
Here we have the age-old secret, Joel.
Just with the age-old secret.
Just tossed us a lighter and boom, there was fire. So.
What you got, Liam? What is it? What do we call it? Pudgy pie. Called pudgy pie.
What's in that aluminum one right there?
The next day,
We went on a little excursion out to the Nicolay Forest. We already filmed our intro. Cue the intro in the vehicle.
roll the intro footage.
We're headed out to Luna White Deer in the Nicolay National Forest. We're gonna do some canoeing and fishing and hang out by the beach. We're gonna try to catch some fish in the sun, some bass. Liam's gonna play in the sand and maybe go for a second canoe ride. Let's hear you do better. Let's hear your intro, Joel. Put your money where your mouth is.
What is the purpose of your channel?
Just to go on.
Like, see your follicles.
We're just going on an adventure. Introduce where we're going and what we're doing.
We're going on an adventure.
See, it's hard, isn't it, Joel?
She's singing.
It's recording, so.
All right, it's recording.
All right, here we are, headed out east to the Nicolay National Forest, going to a small little lake called Luna. And we're gonna go a little canoeing, go a little fishing. See what happens. It'll be good.
You said we're gonna goose.
We're gonna go.
See, it's hard. Awkward.
That Brian's a line.
Brian Outdoors, who hates the process involved in being outdoors.
go fishing for some bass, hopefully. Got some worms, some bottom bouncers.
Slow down here. Yeah, I want stuff to get to the bottom.
Try catch me trolling dirty.
Got him.
All right. Woohoo!
All right.
It's not a bust.
Nope. For a little bit, then opened her bail, and then it jumped out of the water.
A big bass?
Yeah, and then she had a bunch of drag issues, and we eventually lost it. But she thought it was a log.
What'd you get on a worm? Oh, that's fun.
I think that kind of wraps up our Eagle River video adventures. Thanks for coming along. Goodbye.
Bye.
Till next time. Peace out.